in a sea of blue. I can't stop thinking about you. The way you walk, the way you stand, the way you do you. Blueberry motherfucker you. That's right, blue, blue, blue. Blueberry motherfucker you. You act like you own the place. In the Cuban yard you're far away. Blueberry motherfucker you. Saving my nickels and dimes, taking my time so I can get my bone and structure from blueberry motherfucker you. I know you're gonna produce. I got to save up, I gotta invest in you. Blueberry motherfucker you. You are the best, cleaner than the rest. Blue, 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 sweet blue. You sexy motherfucker you. We love you, we sure do. Drink you like blueberry juice. Blueberry motherfucker you. I've seen many blue dogs, but none are like you. Blueberry motherfucker you. You blueberry motherfucker you. You got me waiting and waiting, gave me the blueberry motherfucker blues.
Hey, Monday Bully Live, what is going on, fams? Today we're going to be talking about, we're going to review about nationals, and we're also going to be hitting the DogHouse app. I've seen quite a few people talking about it. Before I do, let me bring my people in the back. We got Gaines Bullies, Mike Green, and we got Donald Gaines. Luckily for me, they're both sitting where they usually do. They switched seats. I couldn't tell. Raul and Kyle, the Bully fan. What's up, everybody? Michael Higginson, what is up, fans?
What's up? How's everybody?
Hey, shout out to Caveman. He's saying he had this jingle in his head the whole day. That's what I'm talking about, man. Nothing but love, bro. What do I think about Bully Max? Honestly, bro, I've never really tried it. I probably never will. I've heard some funny things about it, but I'm in no position to talk about it because I haven't used it, man. We got Good Brother Kennels saying, "What's up, Bully fam?" We got Furman Broom. We're trying liver water with that puppy. I was going to tell you to try the liver water, egg yolk, carob syrup, help, or something that helped you in this situation. The other thing you could do, Furman, is obviously oxygenate. So if you have an oxygen concentrator, that will help. Also, keep her warm. Keep her about 85 to 86 degree. That should be good. That way she doesn't have to use up the oxygen stores. But I will also tell you this, man, and I keep it as honest as I can. And that is, if she was born the way you're saying she was, and she's half the size and whatnot, if she's not catching up fast enough, it may not be a good situation. But definitely, man, do what you can, bro. So nothing but love for you, man. And prayers to you. We got Emilio Garcia, A&W, Adam Fields. We got Caveman. We got Broom saying she just seems lifeless last night. She's just a little better. Yeah, man. Yeah. Sometimes that's the part people don't understand about breeding, man. Breeding is not an easy thing, bro. I know us breeders, we make it look easy. We show you the puppies once they made it past that stage and all's great, happy, joy, and colorful. I mean, you saw Donald. He aged like 20 years in a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real.
We had lost one of the puppies out of litter.
Yeah, we lost one this time.
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work, man. It just is. And that's why he says, "Thank you, brother. We understand sometimes it's just not going to work." And that's what I'm saying, Furman. I've had puppies that are that small, but within a week, they catch up astronomically. but the ones that don't and continue to be feeble, it's a hard thing. That's all I'm going to say, man. Yeah, man, I got you, man. I got you. Yeah. You know, them female dogs, people don't know this. I get it, Furman. People don't know this. Mama dogs, they count the pups. Don't tell me how, what, where, or when. I don't know if they got a scent for each puppy or they know how to count or what, but I've had a situation where a puppy has passed, and once the puppy passed, for some reason, mama was raising hell because she knew there was a puppy that was missing there. So just throwing that out there. Breeding ain't for a week. Absolutely, man. My pops had issues with the mamas eating pups at different times, and he found out that mamas do that because they know something's wrong with the pup, even if you don't. And this is true, Michael Higginson, and that's a survival instinct. And the reason a mama dog, now, mind you, we've had scenarios where you have some crazy mama dogs that kill the entire litter, but you see a mama dog eat one of them little feeble dogs. What happens is, think about it, a wolf in a den, you know, she has pups. If one of them dies, that smell is going to attract, you know, predators. So in order for, you know, to preserve the remainder of the litter and whatnot, she'll go ahead and eat it. I know for us humans, that sounds kind of vicious, but in reality, that's just what it is. Talking about vicious and us humans, let me talk to you about something, man. I need to get this on my chest because I am just somewhat livid, man. So we saw Nationals on Saturday, and we were live from here talking about Nationals. You know, I had my favorite going in. So did Mike. You know, we covered Nationals. We spoke on all the dogs in a respectful way. We didn't take a shot at anybody, even if the dog that I was rooting for was out there and he was doing good. We called it like we did. The reason I'm saying this is because it's really important for this community to start taking accountability, man. It's not easy or even inexpensive for someone to put a dog out there for an entire year or so and then eventually make it to Nationals, and then they win Nationals, right? And then because, you know, we know this community, a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of us, we work in cliques. And because that dog is not part of the blood I got in my yard, I'm going to go hate on him. Or because I'm over here riding this breeder because someday he's going to give me a puppy. Yeah, keep riding. Be riding more. You're going to be riding a lot more than you think, and you'll never see that puppy. I'm going to tell you that right now. My point is, it is so easy for this community to come in and tear down a dog and a program like that. And what's funny is, yesterday, I posted up and said, hey, congrats, by the way, congrats to Team Jack and to Passion Bullies. Nothing but love, man. I'm glad you guys won. But I also want to send congrats to Hangman, you know, Cerberus. Come on, name me some other dogs. Mac,
Ragnar.
Yeah. Big Baby. Big Baby. Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations to all of them. And I'm going to tell you this, and I was just talking to Mike and Donald before we got on, and I said, bro, let me tell you something. We're going to be at Nationals next year. And if any one of my dogs is in that top 10, I'm good. That's it. That's it. You know why? Because you got to be real, man. When you get up there in the top 10, there's politics, there's momentum, there's 100 million things that could change the outcome in a snap of a finger, right? And to sit here and, you know, I had a guy yesterday tell me, oh, I think different of you because you're not hating on the. Listen, bro, let me tell you something. I'm shouting this out to everybody that's watching this live, and those of you that are going to watch this on the replay. I'm 50 years old, bro. I don't get manipulated by anybody over anything. If your manipulation tactics didn't work and you're going to see me in a different way, I don't give a shit. Jump off and go find yourself another platform if you got to, bro. Honestly, I don't have the time of day. What I'm not going to do is, in order to win favor from you or your clique or anybody like you, I'm not going to sit here and tear anybody or any yard down.
Mhm.
Not anybody. Because the funny part is this dude that's tearing down, I clicked on his Facebook. He got 3 pits and a chihuahua. So the dude that's got the least, oh, we don't know what breed type to go because from last year to this year. Look, bro, I've been talking here since my face has turned blue here several times, talking about the last 5 years, breed type has really come in than the previous 10 years. Have I not said that?
Mhm.
All right. If you haven't seen the last 5 champions coming out of the ABKC, then I don't know what you're doing, bro.
Right.
But here's the killer part. This dude that's tearing down this dog, his dogs don't look anything like this year's Nationals winner, last year's, the years before, the one before that, or the one before that.
Mhm.
But he's out here chirping because
Dang.
he needs to look good and impress a breeder because he thinks in his stupid little mind that somebody's either going to give him a $500 discount or a free puppy. Let me tell you something, bro. You're going to do more than ride. I can tell you that right now. And you're never going to see the puppy. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like this community is so full of, let's sit here and let's wait and see what such and such has to say. Well, why don't we take a little accountability? You don't go to shows. You didn't even watch the Nationals live. Like, why not just say, hey, man, congrats. I really wanted such and such to win, but hey, it's all good, man. Congrats. Y'all did good.
Yep.
End of story. Oh, no, we got to go tear it down because we're a bunch of crabs in a bucket. And pork, I feel bad that I'm even referring to crabs. You know what I'm saying? We can't see anybody else win that's outside of the circle or outside of the people whose butt we're trying to sniff.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And the bottom line is the bottom line, bro. Don't be a freaking loser. Now, I do respect those people that go to show after show, that show dogs in the ring, and they have their reasoning and they have their opinions. I respect their opinions because they're there, they're involved, they're part of it. But if you haven't gone to a show, if you don't have a dog that would even make it inside of a show, if you didn't even watch it live, man, respectfully, just shut up and sit down, bro. Honestly, bro. Instead of tearing a dog down, why didn't you build up the dog you wanted? Talk about that dog. Hey, you know what? Hangman looked a lot better this year than he did last year. And honestly, I agree with that. You're going to look so much better in the community, and you're going to help more positively the community than you ever will tearing down any other freaking dog because it wasn't your dog that won. I needed to have that on my chest, guys. Y'all can say whatever you need to say, man.
I stay when they out there and these people are showing these top 10 dogs because that's what they're competing for. It's like a circuit, and you want to finish the year in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
But so here's the deal: they go to so many shows, you have the opportunity to go over there and compete against these top dogs. So
yeah,
we have brought dogs out just to go against dogs. You know what I mean? That was in the top 10. You know what I mean? Just to get next to them and try to get them in performance, man. We competing.
Yeah.
And
sometimes you go into shows and you don't have the dog that you have expectations for to be a top 10, but it creeps in there maybe because your handling got better.
There you go.
Your dog exceeded your expectation in performance. And that don't mean that you're always even wanting your dog to win if you were the judge. You can say, I do like that dog better. That's what I'm going towards. But you just got to be real with it. And sometimes different dogs have a certain way, a certain day. The handler blew out it. But unless you went to every one of them shows, you don't even stand any ground in following the whole story of what happened leading up to national.
I couldn't agree with you more. Real quick, let me butt in and say, Good Brothers Kennels, nothing but love, man. He just gifted 1 QBN Kennel membership. Nothing but love, brother. We're on here every Monday at 7 p.m. That's right. Pues claro que sí, cabrón. That's right. Yeah, man. A lot of these people are out here talking that because they become cybernet superheroes, right? They talking that trash. dude, I don't care what state you're in. If some people that were in nationals yesterday were talking about they drove 11 hours to make it there. For Jack made it all the way from Canada all the way in. And now you're going to tear down their program just like that? Come on, bro. No, I don't agree with tearing down. If you didn't think he should have won, I can respect that. But you know what? Why didn't you then build up the dog you wanted to win? XYZ, man. I thought he should have won. And either way, he's a champion in my book. Me and everybody in the sister has to respect that. But for you to come out here and just tear down, man, that's just the wrong way in doing it.
Zero had 100 breed wins. He got the record. 100 breed wins. You know how many shows he had to go to get that?
Day and night.
Yeah, he did it overseas and everything. They campaigned that dog. Dog was unbeatable that year. But he went to nationals and won, and people was complaining that he won because he had 100 breed wins during the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, Cayman is saying you can't outbreed the politics of the dog world. Cayman, I mean, did you think there was no politics at that level? Do you think there's no politics like that in the AKC, in the BRC, and any other registry in the world? Come on, man. That's why I'm saying if you made it into the top 10, you won.
Right.
Your program won. Anything else that comes after that is gravy.
I don't think there's politics like people believe politics, like somebody sitting behind and politicking like that. I think each one of the judges has their own idea of the American bully. Right. So they might be biased to a certain look, but for the last, like you said, 5 years, they're consistent. Hangman was the outlier that came in there, but he got that breed type head, but what Hangman got is better movement than any of the dogs.
Oh, he was moving beautifully, man. Right. Handling was on point. I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah, but it's been consistent, the breed type, for the last 5 years, I believe.
Yeah, you know I agree. The arrow is pointing towards a show quality dog with extreme traits, man. If you have not seen that coming, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. Honestly, exactly. I don't know what to tell you. And people are upset, that maybe an overdone dog, as they're saying, or a dog. Man, honestly, bro, any of those 10 dogs that were there could have taken it yesterday. Saturday, my bad. Right. Any one of them could have taken it. And if you wouldn't be hating on Jack, you'd probably be hating on some other dog if it wasn't your dog that, the one that you were backing.
So check out the pivot me and Donald did. We left nationals. We won nationals with Bad Betty. And what we did, we ran straight to Folk King and bred the Juggernaut to prepare for this. So
why would you do that? Why would you do that? You saw the arrow, right? You saw the arrow.
We saw the arrow. And we had to wait 2 years to breed Bad Betty puppies to get to what we got down. So,
right. So you weren't the only one that pivoted, by the way. So I made a pivot, right? I made a pivot.
Look at that.
Oh, damn. Oh, all of a sudden. Oh, yep. I'm keeping it real with you, man. I'm keeping it real with you. Yep. Right? This is where the arrow's pointing. This is where the ABKC wants. They've been telling you. They've been letting you know. You just don't want to listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Really, at the end of the day, if you say you don't want to pivot, and that's fine too, because you like a more classic dog, or you like a pocket dog, or you like micros, you don't have to pivot, but you're not going to win nationals with that type of dog. We don't care if we win nationals. We're going to go for the type of dog we want. And we just wanted, maybe we'd never have another national winning male dog, because just that big is just really not our thing. But we got mad respect for the people that go through the process to even have a chance to be mentioned in the conversation of a national top 10 dog. Yeah, very much respect for that.
Kyle, can you do me a favor and hit the Yoda? Hit the Yoda. Get it, master.
Donald speaks.
Hey, we was on the road. We had Fireball. We won his class, and then had we won that next one, we'd have been in the mix. You know what I mean? And then we had Betty Two Sons. There was 21 dog class. They came in second and third behind Devin's dog. You know what I mean? And then we had Bad Betty that won. So we was sticking, man.
Look, man, look. Fireball, in my opinion, my boy Fireball, he was a grand champion. If you would have reversed the clock 6 years ago, 5 years ago, that's a grand champion right there. Hands down.
Easy
right this minute, he's not. Let's keep it real. Right. He's not. That's not what they're looking for. Why? Because the breed is evolving. I heard somebody say that there's never been a repeat because the ABKC doesn't want to send the message that we've arrived to the final destination. And that's very possible. Okay. That's very possible. I'm not, that's something Dave Wilson has to answer, not me. Right. But I will say this. If I am Hangman's owner, even though I probably would have been bummed out that he didn't repeat, man, think about it, bro.
Well,
he had number one dog for an entire year. He's now number two dog. I mean, what more can you ask for your program and for what it is that you're doing?
You can't even get there like that. It's a lot of kennels out there that breed dogs, and that's something that'll never probably even happen for them, Yeah. To get in the top 10.
Yeah, Rodney says, hey, Raul, I made it once again. Thanks for the time and call earlier. Rodney, nothing but love, bro. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. I just think it's time to give respect where respect is due. This community lacks accountability, and it's got more to do with the technology we have. I really wish we get to the point where through this technology, I could punch you square in the freaking nose. And I'm pretty sure once that comes around, people are going to be quieting down quite a bit, bro. Because
I didn't hear you get closer to the phone.
Yeah. Let me see your eye. See your eye. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I just think we got to have a little bit more accountability, man, as adults in general, bro. If you're not going in the ring, if you don't have a dog in your yard, bro, Jack, I could tell you 99% of the people talking crap right now, if that dog was in your program, you would poop your pants, bro.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know what to do with yourself. That dog would take your program to heights that your program, it's not even close in getting to, man. Just keep it real. Start learning how to give people their flowers. Start learning how, if you don't have something good to say, don't say nothing at all and say something good about another dog if you wanted to. This community, man, it really has to shift a bit. Because we're all about tearing down. We tear down easily. Oh, you ain't part of my clique. We need to tear you down now. Come on, man. EJ says, I think Jack's phenomenal. Won't this all benefit the classic class, which has been slacking? No, he ain't classic, bro. He ain't classic. He looked like what they call a standard now.
Yeah,
you see, the old standards are the new classics. So trust me, this dude ain't nothing classic about this dude. This dude is standard. Yeah,
big dog. I think he's 100 pounds, 100 and something.
Yeah. Also, a lot of people were saying, well, he looked like he was huffing and puffing. Well, tell you what, bro. Mike and me, we was covering, along with Michael Higginson, we were covering the top 10 dogs. Mike, did we not see dogs starting to slow down? I'm not saying all of them, but there were dogs starting to slow down. And that particular dog had gone into 3 shows straight.
Right.
To back.
Yep.
Right. So all I'm saying
and then they had to go around the ring twice. So the dogs, and that's the reason why we condition the dogs the way we do, like we do the mile walks at a gate speed. But that helped because even at a regular show, as the show starts to wind down, you get to show 4, you see some dogs start to drop their heads, tails go down a little bit. They kind of lumber, around the ring.
Yeah, the bigger dogs.
But like, if you condition them and you're walking them, they're not going to be 100 pounds.
Look, Pinnacle's saying it's 120-pound all standard. He's referring to Jack.
What happened?
He's saying that Jack weighed 120 pounds. Bro, that's a lot of weight for that height. Like,
God damn.
That is a lot. That is a lot. And, I leave it in the hands of the ABKC. Sooner or later, for them to make a health call or whatnot, that's up to them. But as far as breed standard, don't go to nationals with a classic thinking, we're win because this is what it should be. No, they pretty much are giving you the drawing and letting you know exactly what it is they're looking for.
I can tell you too, you start to get towards the end of the year and your dog look big as hell in your yard, but as soon as you hit the show, it kind of shrinks.
Right? Yeah. EJ's saying, and it's okay, EJ. I guess I misunderstood what you were saying, man. He said, I'm not saying Jack's a classic. I'm saying the dogs who won't fit standard anymore all go to the classic class, therefore improving it. Fair point.
Yes,
right.
Fair point.
That's true.
Yep,
You know?
EJ. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Brian Cooper wants to know what your contact information is, Mike Green. I need you to take some pictures of his dog. Let him know how he can get in contact with you, man.
Hey, just reach out to me, Mike Green, on Facebook, Amarillo, and it pull me up and then message me. Or you can do Games Bullies on Instagram. Message me there. I'll give you my number.
All right, real quick. Hey, thanks, Kyle. I just seen it, bro. I appreciate you. Furman says the best dog won. He was able to hang with national winner, even though he came from the best grand champion. Then Bob, then BOW, then he did best in show. Oh, okay. Best in breed. Okay, I get it. Best of winners. Okay, and then best in show. We tried to break Jack running his around the ring, and he held. Look, here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. My question to you guys, who came in third? I forgot who it was. Was it Mac or was it Big Baby?
Not
Knocked?
Mac.
Okay. Here's my question. Let's go to Knocked for a second. And listen, guys, I understand we're all competitors, but in a beauty pageant, there's no such thing as who made the three-pointer. You either make it or you miss it. It doesn't work that way, right? You got judges, and that's where you have all these variabilities and whatnot. Is Knocked because he didn't win any worse off of a dog than he was going in? I don't think so, bro. I think he's an amazing dog, irregardless.
I think it was Mac because I was pulling for Mac.
Okay. Yeah. Let's say Mac. Is Mac it? Did your opinion change of Mac because he didn't win?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, it didn't change.
Come on, man. Okay, he said Furman says Knocked didn't make the cut. Okay, it doesn't matter. I still think highly of Knocked.
Right.
My thoughts about Knocked, it doesn't change anything.
I think Knocked was the number 1 dog in ABKC too. So
yeah, coming in, he had accumulated the most wins or most points. Yeah. We got Michael Higginson saying being there was amazing. The energy was so high. I could only imagine, bro. I'm from South Africa. I love this channel. Joseph Shadong. Nothing but love to my people in South Africa, man. Nothing but love. We're going to have some South African music. Hopefully next time we come on. There you go. You see Hollywood is giving us thumbs up.
Yeah, that's South Texas there.
That's South Texas.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what I did see, man. And I felt the electricity, even though I wasn't there. I felt it coming through the camera. I felt like, I don't know if you guys have ever bet on a horse race. If you never have, I suggest you never do, bro, because that's 1 minute of hell. That 1 minute is like your entire lifetime has been contracted to that 1 minute. I will tell you guys, a week prior to Nationals, and I was hoping Gary Pope was coming in tonight. We acquired a stunning from Jack, right? To a female I'm actually going to be picking up. Would it have mattered had Jack won or lost? Doesn't matter. I'm happy that he won because I get to say on my marketing, hey, Nationals winner or whatever. But in my opinion, it doesn't elevate him anymore or bring him down anymore, really. Let me see here.
Hey, the year that Hangman, last year when Hangman won Nationals, we had puppies off Hangman 2 days later. And I tell you, I was super proud of that fact. And it makes a difference.
You were way ahead. You were way ahead of the crowd. We're right here. We got to hang. Yeah, you know what that reminds me of? You ever been watching the Super Bowl and the fourth quarter comes in and the winners, you already know who's going to win. And then they start bombarding you with the commercials of New England Patriot headgear and this and that. Because it's
that's right. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that
pretty
next week we were running them little puppies around the whelping box, man. We were so happy
yeah,
to hang there.
man. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, this community needs to learn how, in my opinion, needs to learn that, listen, man, it's not a beauty pageant, is not a perfect thing. If we were doing 3-point contests, that's a different story because you count how many 3-pointers in 60 seconds and you could actually score that. But my whole point is ABKC did something similar last year, the year before that, and they've been doing it for 20 years. So why would you take it out on the one dog or the one camp? Don't do that, man. Don't do that. As a community, we're better than that, bro.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Dogs real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man. 13 different countries, but never the USA. I agree. He's nice, but his head is not going to be picked over the hairstyles I seen in the grand class. What up, Raul? DTW painting. Seen Dave Wilson speaking about changing the ABKC class standard after this nationals. Very possible, bro. Very possible. Again, that's only something Dave Wilson could answer, in my opinion. Thank you for sharing that with me. Rodney, what is he talking about, Ford? I love the nickname, Rodney. My daughter is bring squash and asking. You confused me, bro. I need you to rewrite that. I don't understand what it means. Squash. Oh, let me bring my translator. Go ahead, Hollywood.
She's cooking squash. Can his dog eat it? But that depends on what you put in there.
No, absolutely.
You're going to answer that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Me personally, believe it or not, I like giving squash and pumpkin raw because there's some good bacteria in there. But there's nothing wrong with cooking it either. You're just going to kill off that bacteria, but you're going to get some good vitamins in the pup. I would recommend, don't overdo it either, but, give maybe 2 spoonfuls and mix it with the kibble. Nothing wrong with that. What you got, bro?
But no salt or seasoning or none of that, because if they cook like us in the South, it's got all kind of stuff on that squash.
Right, yeah, no onions, none of that stuff, but garlic is cool. But remember, if you're going to be giving raw garlic like we do, crush it or slice it, let it sit for 15 minutes, and then give. Real quick, Furman Broom is saying they're talking about dropping all the height limits an inch or 2 from what I have heard. You know how that is, huh? Have you guys heard anything about it being dropped an inch or 2?
No.
I feel if they're going to drop it an inch or 2, then pretty much they're going to kill the XL class. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've been saying this. I've been talking for this entire year, talking to you about it. And that is them long-legged rectangular XLs. That's not going to fly. It's just not going to fly. And it wouldn't surprise me if they did do what this is, and this is nothing more than a rumor. I'm not confirming it in any way. But if they did do it, it would make a lot of sense in that the large standard would eventually end up being the XL, in my opinion.
Yeah, what would make sense is if they just lowered the pocket class an inch or 2, making it a bigger variance, and because of the popularity of the smaller dogs that don't have a place, the 13-inch dogs that don't have a place to show in ABKC.
All I can say is, we got to wait and see. There was a time I could tell you about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, somewhere around there, that I felt the ABKC was tweaking the standard like every 6 months, just minor little changes. I haven't seen a substantial change on the breed standard. I want to say ever since they came out with the illustration, which was about 3 years ago, somewhere around there. Have you guys seen any other changes that they've come in with?
No, I think that'll be posted on there, and they'll notify you of those changes. If you go and look at the ABKC rules of the standard,
yeah,
them are up to date. So I think we'll probably know a year ahead of time. It won't be no like dramatic tomorrow.
Yeah, a dramatic change or anything like that. I agree, man. I agree, but at the same time, I'm going to say this. Did you expect something different? They've been easily moving in this direction for the last 5 years, more and more. It doesn't surprise me. I don't know how it's surprising people, how it's catching them by surprise. I don't get it. They've been very upfront.
They trying to get to that American bully. They trying to narrow, like you said, they narrow down the standard.
Yeah, I think when they showcase an ineligible variety, like bringing the smaller micro type dogs in, that should tell you something, that at least they want to get a taste for the popularity of what they're showcasing.
Yep, even that extreme, doing that extreme stack off too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The other thing, people are kind of against extremes. Bro, I could tell you when I first came in about roughly around 10 years ago, there were some extremes, but them extremes were like, dude, like super wide, like grab a door and put it horizontally. That's how wide the dog was in comparison to height. And, you know, they were breaking down and there was a lot more issues. I almost feel that the version of dogs I saw in the ring yesterday, believe it or not, in comparison to when I came in, it's actually a better version. Now, if we continue adding weight and not raising the height, is that going to become a health detriment to the dogs? It could. Right. It very well could. But I did see an ABKC do away with the extreme class. Was it 2018 or 2017, around there? Yeah, they did away with the extreme class altogether. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, I would dare to say that I would think that they would do what's right by the breed if it ever got too much out of hand. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, Furman Broom, I agree, man. Killshot is a very nice bull for a 14-inch boy. Hold on, man. We're being waved down by Hollywood. What you got, Hollywood?
Hey, I was just curious. Didn't he say he took out the extreme class because bullies are naturally supposed to be extreme? He hinted at that a couple years ago on a video, on an interview. No, that's why he said he was getting rid of the extreme class because bullies are meant to be extreme and exaggerated features. So there was no point in having a class when they're all supposed to be that way. And he's been hinting at this for a long time.
This is true. Now, definitely, Miss Jennifer Church brings up a very precise point. She says the registry is not supposed to make changes to the standard. That is for the breed club to bring to the table. I agree, Miss Jennifer Church. My question is, where is the American Bully Breed Club? There was supposed to be one that was going to handle the situation going on with the UKC. They had outdated standards. A dog that would champ out in the ABKC or grand champ out in the ABKC would go over to the UKC and not meet their standards because they were looking for more athletic, classic looking dogs. Right. So, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, Miss Church. I agree that that's how things are supposed to be, but where is that club? Nowhere to be found. I'm just, keeping it real. Gayman says, make the dog pass a performance test before it can qualify. That's what keeps working dogs sound. Caveman, that's a great idea. Problem, this is not working class. Right. This is companion breed. So, you would have to pretty much remake the dog. I get what you're
get a pit bull.
What's that? Yeah. No, I get what
hang with the same people.
Yeah, I get what he's saying, and I will say, 120-pound standard, that's a lot of dog, bro, for that height. If we ever get to 140, 150-pound standard, I think for the sake of the dogs, I truly believe someone's going to have to step in, maybe even the ABKC itself. But definitely,
I think them dogs can handle it because when you look at their bloodline, what I'm telling you, these dogs get pampered They get dang what they call that massages and they get water treatment, heat treatment. Like I'm serious, these dogs go through. They spending I can't even tell you the amount of money. Maybe 20,000 before a show to get these dogs ready. They listen to music and getting their head right. I mean everything, and but they're not walking. They taking it easy. You know what I mean? So
right,
120-pound dog, and I believe if it was conditioned. Maybe it'd be 115, you know what I mean? But it'll be moving.
I think realistically too, and let's be real. I got the feeling, and not just the feeling, I think it was evident. Passion bullies, which that's where Jack came from, they don't necessarily show the dogs themselves, right? Like me, for example, I don't show my dogs myself, right? I'll pay for a handler. Now, with me, I have, I don't know if you want to call it resources or what, but the bottom line is my dog have a pretty big yard to run in. I've also bred for athletic XLs. That's what I was originally breeding for. So my dogs on a daily, and it's funny because today I put I forget what it's called. It's a tracker, it's a GPS tracker. Just to get an idea how much, one of my pups is moving. Every time we go out there, this particular pup in 23 minutes hit a mile. Okay. Now, that's running, grab a stick, sit down, get back up, run, blah, 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 do this, that, and the third. So maybe, getting a little GPS thing and making sure the dog is moving a certain amount would be great. I'm just saying. But then again, me, if I didn't have a know-how, if I didn't know these gentlemen over here, if I didn't have an idea, I might just have a couch potato and then we throw them in the ring and then, possibly the dog is a little bit overweight and having a little bit more of a hard time. I'm just saying.
I look at it, I train kids and got like 12 kids in the college in track and field. So if you train sprints, right, that's just short bursts. You're working more on core and stuff like that. But when you do endurance training, like the mile runner who can still he's sprinting that mile, that's a different type of endurance. You know what I mean? So you just train different is all I'm saying. Yeah,
no, I agree. In fact, if you look at a sprinter versus like a marathon runner, their body makeup is completely different. The sprinter is going to look like a mini bodybuilder, whereas the long distance runner looks like, he just came out of a sauna or something.
Got all that slow twitch muscle.
Malachi says, won't the weight show in the gait and the movement in general if it's an issue? We did see some dogs gas out, and that could be on the owners as well. That's what I was just saying, Malachi. It could be on the owners, giving them a treat here and there, and then next thing you know, the dog is going in and he's got to go into one show, next show, following show. And starts getting tired. Coach Karen says that's comparing apples to oranges. It would need to be very specific. That's like training a pony to run a mile race against a thoroughbred. She's talking about if the dog has to pass some sort of physical test, like a working line dog before it gets accepted. But, that's not an issue, and it will never be an issue. This is a companion breed. Therefore, I don't see that ever being a requirement. Furman says people are acting like Jack got tired and had to lay down. That was not the case at all. They were just literally coming in, get him prepared for the next round. It takes a team. What if that's what they were doing? Like one of them NASCARs when they have to go into the pit stop. Once they went around.
That's
I'm just saying.
That's exactly what they do. You put your dog on a cooling blanket. That's exactly what you do.
A lot of people are taking, and again, bro, even if that wasn't the case, why are you taking a shot at the dog or at the camp? You don't need to do that, man. Like, talk positive about something else, bro. Just let that be. Don't tear the dog down. Furman says, I see people at home didn't see it that way. They act like they had to be rescued. Trust me, he could have made a few more laps. This is my point, Furman. They don't go to shows. They don't have dogs that could be in a show, but they all have opinions. And we know opinions are like body parts. Everybody's got one, right?
Hey,
Everybody's got one.
You right about if you go to the show and everybody's standing around there, they're cheering on that what you call it, man. They're cheering on that class. Ain't nobody complaining. It's the people that aren't there. You're right.
Yeah, it's the people that aren't there, and then you click on their Facebook profile, and they got 3 pits and a Chihuahua, and they're saying, "I will never see you the same because I am such a purist or whatever." Bro, get off of that cloud, bro.
Well, they say that's the reason why I don't show dogs because all the politics. Don't even show at all.
Sooner or later, bro, you're gonna have to show. Sooner or later, you can't just sit here and talk the talk. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to show. Furman says it wasn't what it looks like on TV. Jack in particular was absolutely fine without the fan and cooling blankets. This is coming from somebody that was there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
What I'm saying is when you're at a I say high level, when I look at all these top dogs and when you competing at a high level, they come in with all kind of stuff you hadn't seen before, man. They got dog cooling blankets, they got a team over here, you got fans, you got people brushing the dog, doing the nails.
Listen,
Like,
to be fair, we're in Texas. How many times I have been to shows where there's no AC in Texas? Dogs are about to die. You better have a freaking air conditioning unit blowing on them, and it ain't because they're not conditioned. It's because it's 103 degree outside, bro, and it's 110 inside. You know what I'm saying?
The nature of the breed doesn't allow for 6 laps at 97 degrees outside. It's just
exactly. Malachi says they don't understand companion breeds either. Everyone posts their dogs working, including me. And then 16 hours of the day, he's just chilling, being a bully. It's in our breed.
Right.
Fair enough, man. Michael Higgins says, my wife just had a great point. If they hadn't put a cooling blanket on Jack and a fan, people would have been saying they were being cruel. Yeah, you can't win. She's right. You can't win. Furman, I still thought Hangman won, and still Miss Piggy. That's fair. You were there. You go to many shows. I respect your opinion, bro. Jair Grimm says we went to a show in the SIP, and I guess Mississippi, and seen dogs, and people couldn't handle the heat. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, man. Furman Broom says, Mike, what do you think of R2G2?
Mac is I think Mac is an R2G2 son, and he was out there. I think Mac is a beautiful dog. R2G2 had produced a bunch of dogs. You breed R2G2 to the right females, you're gonna get some bulls. I'll tell you that. And he's a golden child son. Who's the other one that was in there? They were also Migos.
Migos was in there,
Migos is in there too, and he come off that same line too. So, I mean, they're producing nice dogs. I think if done right, you could make some really great dogs off of them.
I'm gonna throw something out there, bro, because I got hit up today. Somebody was telling me, "Hey, Raul, I saw on your live you were saying you had a stud credit from Jack. You know, what do you think? Should I use him on my female? He's got 3 females in his program." Here's the thing, guys, right? I don't care if it's Jack. I don't care if it's any dog, Blueberry. I don't care what dog it is. If you only bring that dog one time into your yard, you cannot expect that dog to all of a sudden turn your entire yard around off of that one breeding, right? So I'm not saying you need to inbreed the dog into your yard, but if you have 3 females, it wouldn't be the worst idea to breed that dog to 2 of your females, crisscross the siblings, use the pups off of the 3rd female with another stud as your indoor or inside outcross, and that's how you bring that blood to fruition. To just bring that blood in one time and be like, it didn't do anything, man, this dude can't produce, and just walk away. That's not the way you do it, guys.
You tell them how, like we went from Betty to Jazz we bred her to Zilla, which is also a golden child son.
Yeah.
It take about 2 generations to get up there to that bone and get that nice balance, man. It take 2 generations. So
that's another thing. You brought up a good point. So we know the secret is out the bag. If you haven't figured it out, ABKC wants a show quality dog that has extreme features, right? This is what the ABKC is shooting for. Or at least that's what they've shown in the last 5 national winners. So you need to be objective. You need to look at your dog. If your dog lacks bone, guys, look, man, there's a reason why they don't make Ferrari trucks, right? Right? A Ferrari's a Ferrari, an F-150 is an F-150. Don't think you're going to be able to breed an F-150 into a Ferrari, and all of a sudden you have a Ferrari version of F-150. That's not how it works, man. He told you himself. It may take one and then another generation to get it there. In fact, if you have light bone in your yard, find middle bone and then go to heavy bone. Don't go from light bone to heavy bone, man, because what you're going to have is that big old bodybuilder with chicken legs, right?
Yeah.
So, just trying to steer you in the right direction. We got Peter Stoiber saying these dogs are not only going through a physical test, it's also a mental test. He's right.
Yep.
Stress, overstimulation contribute as much as physical stamina does to their performance.
That's
Right.
right. That's right.
I can tell you from playing football, and Jimmy Johnson used to say it with the Cowboys, right? Fatigue will make a coward out of all of us. I can tell you, man, I played in a game where I got 42 carries. And I ain't gonna lie to you. By the time I had about 25 carries, I was good. And mentally, I had to drive through that for the next 17 carries. But my point is, could you imagine an animal that has all these people on there? You got the music playing, you got all the freaking lights, you're running around. Come on, man. You got to give it to him. Good point, Peter Stoiber. How do y'all feel about Piggy? I think Piggy was amazing.
Piggy's great.
Yeah, hands down. Completely amazing, bro. Let me ask you guys this. In the time I've been in this breed, I don't think there's been a female nationals winner. Has there been one? I'm sure there has. There's had to have been, right?
Badu. I think Badu is her name.
Okay.
Was a national winner.
Do you know what years there's about? Maybe she was a champ?
I don't know when she won.
Yeah. Y'all keep talking.
We're gonna find out. Yeah. But Piggy to me is Piggy a male, you know what I mean? She's female, and she had a good chance to take out that the grand champion male, but that's where, I mean, you're going for who's going to represent the breed, and Jack pulled it off right there. But Piggy was right next to him. You go in that video, I think it's Jonathan. ABN has a video at that moment, and you can see the size of Piggy. You can see the size of Piggy.
Oh yeah, no, Piggy. I thought if there was a chance for a female to win, it would have been this champion. She could have been the nationals winner. I told you on Saturday, momentum. I felt that the pictures, the videos, everything about her, the way the team, came together and pushed her forward. I felt strongly about her, man. She's definitely one heck of a dog. Furman says Piggy is the epitome of a female American bully. Hey, man, hats off, bro, and respect. Let me see here. Piggy is a beast, says 5D Bullies. Yeah, man. Georgetown Bully says she's huge. How big is Piggy? Would you happen to know offhand what any of the specs on her?
She looked like a 16-inch female, probably about maybe close to 90 pounds.
Yeah, people need to understand, bro.
A lot of females don't have their head size, though. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Most of the females got a 22-inch head.
Yeah, that you're right. You're right.
Mhm.
Herman says Piggy has that energy. Hey, did y'all hear about that she-male that's going to be entering next year?
She is huge.
You didn't hear about her?
No.
You didn't hear about Sunshine? Hey, she got a nice booty too. Look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that booty.
yeah.
Look at that booty, man.
Yeah, she got a
Look at that
nice little
structure.
booty. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. So
That's a
yeah.
female right there.
That is.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a
yeah,
she-male.
she is.
Beautiful.
She might not. You know, I don't know
Greek
how tall she gonna get, but
Mhm.
we're excited about it, man. Furman is saying, yeah, Piggy's about 90 pounds. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
Actually, Furman says she's not huge. She's very well balanced. Very good stuff, man. I thought she was phenomenal. Michael Higgins says, I got to put my hands on Piggy, and she looks amazing.
Mhm.
Wow. Good deal, man. Good stuff.
I
Quick.
had one in my prediction that she wasn't going to win. I remember we asked that before, and I said I didn't think she would. The males just got more. I mean, it's a male, man. If it's a big male, hell, 120-pound male next to 90-pound female.
A 90-pound female, right? It's 30 pounds
pounds would
difference.
make a difference. Hangman was big. That was a big dog.
But that's
I think
that's
Hangman
where I
might have been
come in and
about
say,
110.
Yeah, Hangman 110 pounds.
About 110 pounds. Hangman. It was some big dogs in there, man. Big, nice dogs.
yo, let me tell you something. Honestly, I felt Hangman was better this year than he was last year, man. He put on 10 more pounds of muscle. He was moving like a hot knife through butter in that ring, bro.
Yeah.
I think the handling too, I felt, I mean, Devin was just doing an amazing job, man. You know,
there's a lot of things on that. Just think if Hangman would have won, like you said, they were like, okay, this is the standard for the American Bully. But then you had an ABKC judge handling the dog. Then you had all of those out there, like, oh, the ABKC let a judge win.
Right. And it would have been, the dog won because the ABKC judge was right. You can't win for losing. Put yourself in the ABKC seat. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You got to put yourself in the ABKC shoes and be like, okay, had this one won, then we would have said this. So Michael Higginson saying, I got to see Sunshine this weekend. He did while I was down there. And I'm so impressed the amount of muscle on that dog for her age is second to none that I've seen. Yeah, man. Little Sunshine. Little Sunshine. She 8 months old, man. 8 months old. I've never had a dog that stacked muscularly at 8 months. Then again, I was breeding for a different class. Sally Adams said she got. Huh?
Oh, I say you need to put your hands on her dad.
Oh, I could imagine, man.
He's extreme. He muscled up,
Yeah, I could imagine, man. I could imagine. Georgetown says a fan of Samurai Jack. All right. Yeah, she white piebald. Hangman was nice, bro. Yeah, he was, bro. I mean, Lee Bullock has nothing to be ashamed of with that performance, bro. I thought Hangman put in one hell of a performance, bro. You wanted to get better and better every year. It is. And I will also say this, regardless what championship it is, regardless if we're doing a 3-point contest that you can measure to a T, controversy is good. Controversy is good business. It is, whether we like it or not. And I think there would have been controversy regardless who won. But I'm biased that Jack won because I got a stud coming from him. But it doesn't change. It doesn't change what I think about the dog, man. Hangman has always been one of my favorite, hands down. I love that boy. I know you do, man. Real quick, let me show everyone something I seen over the weekend. I thought was pretty cool, man. Now I heard some people, like always, right? You got people that hate for the sake of hating. Honestly, that's what I think. But either way, DogHouse, right, is an app where you could actually go and post up your dogs for sale and that sort of thing. I'm sorry that this is coming in a little blurry. Here, let me click on this. This way we lose the blur a little bit. But either way, they have tools in that app that I found to be pretty cool, to include a color calculator, not just for the French Bulldog, but one for the American Bully and other breeds. I believe they have Cane Corso in there as well. I could be wrong. They have other other tools such as raw feeding calculator and also dry feeding calculator. I just think I was more attracted to the app more than anything for the tools. I think they're pretty cool to have at hand. Have you guys seen the DogHouse app by any chance?
No, I see it says for Android. Is it for both?
Yeah, I believe it's for both, man. I think you could download it for both.
Okay.
If you ever get a chance, I think it's yeah. Peter Stoiber's saying, I watched Hangman's Gate 50 times, nearly flawless. Yeah, bro, I have to agree with you with that. His movement, he was it almost seemed like he was gliding in the ring, man. It was really nice. Brickhouse says, in my opinion, if you feel like you can do better than what won, go out, produce, and show, and raise the bar instead of hating. Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo. Yep. Bingo. That's what this community needs.
maybe
Shut up and out produce.
Maybe the judge seen the Hangman. I mean, everybody know Hangman movement is flawless, but maybe Jack was more compact than Hangman. Maybe that
whatever it was, man. I mean, I was able to ask the judge, and the judge said, the dog went 3 shows in a row. He didn't break. And, we pick bullies, is what he said. That's what we do around here. And so much respect to the judge too, man. I'm pretty sure, I would not want to be in his position, but regardless who he would have chosen, he's going to get heat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the way it goes. Hold on a second. We got Hollywood over here showing off that DogHouse app. Show me, Hollywood. What you got, bro?
I got an iPhone, but it got Frenchie, Bully, Exotic, English Bulldog. What I liked is they got a dog age calculator, a litter confirmation generator, a dog name generator. If you can't figure out a name, man, it'll generate you some names. A DNA periodic table, which was really neat. That's what I like, because it talks about the A locus, the S locus, K locus, B locus. I mean, it goes through everything, man. I mean, they got some really cool stuff.
Yeah, all the stuff we've been talking about for years. They've simplified it with that tool.
Yep, dog DNA explain. I mean, they got some really neat stuff on there, man. Even shopping and blogs and people talking on there. So I mean, I thought it was really neat. When you told me to download it, I went and started looking. I dug for about an hour and a half trying to figure out everything, but it was actually pretty cool, man.
I need to ask you something serious, Hollywood.
What's that?
All right, Dallas is playing the Bengals tonight, Monday night at Dallas. Who wins by how much? Huh?
I'm gonna say the Bengals.
How much? By how much?
400.
Okay, yeah, definitely not a football enthusiast.
14 points, and they might win by 14.
I'll have
as soon as you said Dallas, they went.
In one ear, not the other. That's right.
He's doing a dog emergency right now, but
okay,
I know.
No worries.
He sticks with his boys. I don't think Cincinnati's got anything to play for either, really. So I think Cowboys going to squeak it out. Hey, here comes Mike.
It's gonna be just by a hair, man. It's gonna be one of those.
He can't miss this part, Mike.
He heard Dallas. Man. He came running.
Yeah.
Oh, give it. It's 7-7 right now.
All right, who wins the game? Give me 4.
Shit. It's up for toss, man. I fell off on Dallas, man.
I like what Malachi said. He's got a good point. Bengals by a touchdown and extra point. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's always the last little bit.
Listen, unfortunately, I think Dallas is going to win 31-30, and that's just going to hurt them as far as picking. That's all. Terray Thompson says, how many times have you heard a named Tuesday? I don't understand.
I'm guessing a dog.
On a dog named Tuesday. Well, here I'm gonna throw this out here so you'll never say I copied you. So I have a pup coming in my yard. She's black. I've never had a black dog before. I'm gonna name her Morticia, and we're gonna go with the Adam family theme. So if I name one of her daughters Wednesday, you already know beforehand. I've had it well established.
And you're gonna have Gomez.
Yeah.
Oh, Gomez.
Uncle Fester.
And Lurch.
Uncle Fester. Yeah, you gotta have Fester, man. Yeah. Hey, let's close this out. Hollywood, start it up, man.
It's your boy Hollywood Holland, your boy in the back of the queue, and we're catching you on the next one.
Hey, I'm going to jump in here real quick. We have an announcement to make. I'm going to let Gaines be the one to go ahead and say it. But before they do, let me just say I tip my hat off to Mike Green and Donald Gaines. They have been amazing. They've been coming on the lives for the last 6 months. It's been nothing but love. And, man, let me bring them on and let them close it out. Gaines Bullies, here you go.
Hey, appreciate y'all, man, hanging in there 6 months with us, man.
Yeah.
Listen to our mess, man, and man, it's been a fun ride. This Christmas break, maybe we're gonna take a break and start looking at we got 2 litters drop. About to drop.
All kind of stuff going on, and it doesn't take away from any enjoyment. This is one of our favorite things to do for the week. Love the relationships we've built through here. Nothing changes. We still gonna love dogs, and we still gonna talk shit every week about dogs somewhere. I don't know if it'll be in the backyard on Mike's porch or what it is, but man, we just can't tell you what a good experience and opportunity it was. We appreciate you, Raul. We appreciate you, Kyle. Nothing but respect and love and admiration.
Yes, sir. We'll holler. This is Donald Gaines. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Woo!
Like blue eyes in a sea of blue, I can't stop thinking about you. The way you walk, the way you stand, the way you do you. Blueberry motherfucker, you. That's right, blue, blue, blue. Blueberry motherfucker, you. You act like you own the place. In the Cuban yard, you're far away. Blueberry motherfucker, you. Saving my nickels and dimes.